In the spring of 2021, Adam decided to put up DIY pull-up bars. And so we're talking about in the summer of 2022. So it's been a little over a year. To start off, what benefits have you seen as you have used your DIY pull-up bar?
Yeah, the DIY pull-up bar that I decided to put in is outdoors. So that's the number one thing, is just getting outside. Living in the Midwest, you really want to take advantage of good weather. And especially like lifting in the basement, I try to get outside more than being down in the basement. So having a place that I can work out outside has been huge for me. I also have young kids, and if I need to squeeze in a workout, I don't want the kids to be down in the basement watching me. I want them to be outside running around in the grass. I want to be playing with them. So by having an outdoor pull-up bar, I can jump on it, get a workout in, play with my kids, be with my wife, and have family time while working out. It's not like a selfish hour that I need. I can spend it with family. And then the last thing is just, it's another place to focus on a weakness. So I am not great at pull-ups. I wanted to be better at pull-ups. So I needed to do pull-ups more often. Having a pull-up bar outside, I would find that if I was making a fire or if I was doing yard work, I could walk over and I could knock out 3 to 5 sets just being outside. So that's been huge as well. I've been able to improve my pull-ups in all the things I already listed.
That was going to be a question of mine. Do you just find yourself walking over there randomly in the backyard and just doing pull-ups?
Yeah. I'll do some pull-ups. I'll do some isometric holds. So I'll hold myself at the very top. It sounds funny too, but like sometimes you just need a pump. And if I just want to go and just get like the blood pumping, feel strong, feel good, that's what I'll do.
I get it. So can you give us a quick rundown of the steps it took to complete this? Yeah,
it's pretty basic. Within these basic steps, there are a lot of lining up and making sure things are level and things like that involved. But basically, the first step is going to be finding where you want to put it. You're going to put concrete and set these posts in your backyard. So wherever you decide to put it, make sure it's somewhere you see it in the long future, because if you have to take out concrete posts, that's not going to be fun. So pick out the area you're going to use. Make sure it's aesthetic and it lines up with whether it's against a house or a fence. You don't want it cockeyed or crooked. So, get your holes set up. I wanted my pull-up bar, the height of the pull-up bar, to be 9 feet tall. And so I put my holes 4.5 feet in. I set my 2 posts. And then after that, it was just connecting the bar in between. Check out the step-by-step instructions to get all the little tips and tricks in there. But pretty much that's the steps you need to take.
We'll have that in the description. Would you say that you need to be handy to be able to do this?
I would say kind of, but not really. I think anyone could handle this DIY job. But in doing jobs like this before, you know how to line things up, how to make things level from all sides while working, how to keep it level as you're working. And so anyone can complete this job, but you might struggle a little bit if you're not used to like the DIY world.
You have instructions, but do you have any other basic tricks or tips that you could add just to make this a little easier for someone?
Yeah, I have one very basic tip, and that's having someone there with you. An extra pair of hands is going to make things a whole lot easier. Just holding posts still as you work and finagle things and get things set up. That's going to be huge. Other than that, I actually did this on my own. So 2 really great tips that I can give is one, getting yourself a 2x4 and bracing in between your 2 posts. So after you set your first post and you're working on leveling your second one, having 1 2x4 already screwed into your set post, and as soon as you get things level on your second post, screwing it in really quick, keeping it braced while you pour your concrete, that really helps out. And while your concrete's setting, it keeps everything set and level. So using a 2x4 in between to brace those. You can see those on the pictures of the review as well. And then the other tip that I have is while you're putting the pull-up bar in between, just taking a very simple construction screw and screwing in one part of the pull-up bar on one side while you use your hex bolts, your lag bolts on the other side. That'll just keep you from holding up one side while you're screwing it in and then going to the other side. It just temporarily holds it up there for you. So, and I guess a third tip that I would have is as you're setting the posts, getting them like a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch shorter than the distance of the pull-up bar, because that's going to pinch in that pull-up bar for you. And as you push your post out to fit in that pull-up bar, you're not going to be able to tell it's an eighth of an inch off. It's a 9 foot tall post, and so you won't be able to tell it's like not perfectly straight.
That makes sense. So you are in Michigan, where it is winter a good portion of the year. How often do you find yourself using this?
Yeah, like I said, if I'm outside and just, working around the yard, I will jump up and get on the pull-up bar. So I use it at least once a week. As far as dedicated workouts where I'm just doing a pull-up workout or Murph, for example, yeah, I would keep it the same. At least once a week, doing dedicated workouts on the pull-up bar.
In conclusion, would you recommend this for other people, or who would benefit the most from having something like this?
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend this. If you have a family, like I said, I'm able to spend family time and work out. A lot of times when I come down to the basement, workouts kind of feel like a selfish time just for me. So whenever I can involve the family, it makes it so much better. Anyone who's looking to get outside to work out, get that sun exposure, vitamin D, all that good stuff. So I would recommend it to anyone and everyone. I think it's been a really great thing in my life, and it's cheap. I mentioned that it's very cheap, and I did this at the peak of the big lumber shortage, and so I ended up using 4x4 posts. They were pretty expensive, but I still put this thing together for under $100. So today it's going to be even cheaper.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. You can find. As we mentioned, you can find a link to instructions in the notes below, and it'll also include recommended materials for you to complete the job. And that's going to do it.